Why, hello? One sec. Doing on a pretzel? Okay. Ah! Mute mic, thank you. My computer updated, so I had to redo my microphone settings. Device manager, please. Sorry, main control panel. Yeah, I'll search it. Is it sound? Sound, yeah. Recording, enable you. There we go. Should just be good now. Unmute microphone. Do a test. We're good. Okay. Let's do some of this robot game. Hope Fang chooses leads. Chases leads. What were we doing? I don't remember. We have him die. Waiting for some beans still. I'm gonna work. It's true. Spain has 2 more days. Supposed to go to work, huh? Four days till we see Ethan again. Gotcha. When they show up, we'll just go to work. Side rail. We use a 3 die, but that's it. There we go. Almost done. I can then go to here and do whatever I want here, I guess. Yadigan? Sure. Two of them. I'm not really after the money right now, so we'll just chill. But knowing that I have you in the future is fine. Well, we can finish this thinking thing today, probably, if we want to. Not much else for us to do anyway. Not worried about you. Meet on the side rail bridge. Finish off this. Which will be 2. Just maybe 2. If not, it's fine. Gotcha. Crew slowly filters out of the shipyard locker room, the bubbling chatter reducing with each group that leaves. There is excitement in the air. Heaven Age just made an announcement. The assembly teams are done. Sit in the locker room bench. Sat in the locker room bench. You can feel the side rail out there. Hulking mass now intimately familiar to you. In the past cycles, you have watched it grow, be assembled. You have walked through his veins and welded his bones. Now it's ready for the final stage. It will go to testing now, then enter a final process of sealing and resealing. Checking and rechecking before it's deemed suitable. Generational trip. But for now, your work is done. Oh, we're starving. Whoops. Where was I? Oh, you can't help but feel proud. A cough interrupts her thoughts. Is Lem changing out of his work gear? Mina's nowhere to be seen. Smile. She'll be ready soon. Where's Mina? To her friends, she's been being watched at home. Now I'm on the work team, I can afford a bit more help. Garx himself was on the job team, I mean. We were all out on a job now. Quickly adds, not that I'm complaining, he comes to sit beside you on the bench. Got to be in our best shape when she carries you. What? Got to be in her best shape when she carries you, Mina and me out there. So confident. Lim smiles apologetically. Why not? I figure I'm due a lucky turn by now. He rubs his hands nervously. No use in wondering what if until the draw anyway. And there's a recycle still in. Lem is right, but the odds seem unlikely anyway. How many are working in the shipyard? Hundreds of thousands. Certainly seen more faces than you can count pass through. And are the Celius Foundation even going to keep their promise out here? On the eye, you get a sense that no one will be hold them to it. Why else would they be building a side rail in the surrogate system? And you think Lem watches you, as you think Lem watches you with a worried look. Tell me about Celis. The Foundation, he thinks? I'm not sure I know much more than you. I hear they have a planet in mind for the side rail, something temperate and habitable. I think they are run by some rich folk at the core. People are just interested in doing things different. The core? That gives you a funny look. Yeah, the core, smiles. I guess people don't talk too much about it out here, but it's the center of everything if you believe in that sort of thing. Star systems we are a circuit to. He shrugs. We work so they don't have to. I'd rather keep my mind on the prize, so to speak. I don't care much what they are for or against, as long as they can help us get out of here. Have you ever been in a thunderstorm sleeper? A real big one? I have. Then you know. The sound, the smell of the rain hammering down, the whole sky stretched out and bruised, roaring and huge. The place I was born in, New Pembroke, a dry old rock and conway system, had 2 seasons. One of them was as dry as a bone, dusty, ugly. The other was a one long storm, a side effect of the terraforming effects they had. Rain used to rattle off the roofs like the bullets. It washed the dust away, turned the streets to rivers. It sang, asleep and wakes us in the morning. We'd wait half a year just to see it again. Best day was the one where the first drops fell. He sniffs. Some days I wake up swearing I can hear it again. I was thinking Mina has never seen a storm, never even felt rain. She's grown up here, and the ring, her on the horizon. Always in the dark. I want to change that for her. You will. Core's almost there. Lem stands stretching. Let's get back to the little one anyway. With the shift done, I reckon she'll be happy to have me home for recycles. See you in a few for the draw. I'll be there. Right on, he grins. Lem leaves, making you the last person in the cavernous locker room. As you sit and think about rain, a little hope creeps in. Is it possible? Could the side rail really take you to the planet, or place with weather, with skies, with life? Get up quickly before you can think about it anymore. It's too soon to hope, too dangerous. There's work to be done. Dunk. Okay, well, we're starving, so go buy some food. I was not thinking, so there you go. Just forgot to eat, you know. Oh, you're 6 days, huh? We're 8? You're 8. Never mind. Say, Bean, you gotta hurry up. Let's go climb this for fun, huh? Roll the die. Frick. Now let's go eat again if I can. Bro, I'm so frickin' hungry. Wanna go to bed? Not you? Alright, Sabine should be awake. Four cycles, Sabine said, and here you are. Right on time, with no sign of them. You wait a while in the apartment, the dread descending as the cycle spins onward. I should be here. Check the terminal. check and double the terminal for message recordings. Nothing, just the pale glow of the silence took the door. Pace back and forth around the apartment, and the rumbling of the station suddenly so present and loud. You go to the door and open it in an empty corridor. Try to settle down the way you sit on the bunk and stare out at the tiny room. Where the heck are they? Knock on the door. Open it. A figure stands in the door, and immediately you know it's not Sabine. Taller, sharper, and something in their fake glints in the half-light. A dark shape, like a stubby baton, hangs loosely from their hand. Our local sleeper, good to finally meet you, stands in the apartment, glancing around with sharp eyes. What, may I ask, are you doing here? Fixes you with a steady, wavering stare. Nothing. Didn't get jumpy, we just need to discuss our mutual friends. He walks past you into the apartment, glancing around. Set them up here, you know. This place is one of ours. He picks the glass from the dispenser and inspects it. People always seem to forget who put them where they are. Hold on. I suppose you were here to help? Something like that. Good, good. She pushed the glass down and turns to face you. Love to meet helpers. We need some money, but can find so few with the right skills. Spins the baton in her fingers by her side, her eyes not leaving yours. We have a problem, you and I. It seems our friend had disappeared, left without even saying goodbye, which means they're in a little trouble right now. What's the kind of trouble that you need help for? Imagine I'd come down here and take a look at their little hidey hole, and here you are to help. Looks through the detritus on the side. And what helm, a sleeper no less, which I have to admit is a little surprising, suggests to me that our friend hasn't been very honest with you either. What do you mean? Sorry to report that before she got them set up here, Sabine was working for your owners as an ARP. You, blink. Heart of the news. Unsure how to take it, Rabaya looks away, waiting for a response. Prove it. Happily, she crosses into the next room and you follow silently. Sits at the terminal and touches her baton to one of those access ports. A spark that the terminal screen skips. Encrypted folders emptying themselves before your eyes. Look through your files, you see S and ARP letterheads and code forms, reports laden with medical data, marked with their corporate logo like a sigil of some cult. Rabaya steps away from the terminal. Look all you want. Some of your files may even be there. Volume of documents is overwhelming, but they seem to be mostly reports and early emulation tests, surveys or sleeper candidates, reams and reams of users' data. If Sabine was an SNARP employee, why did they help you? Rabaya reaches over and places a vial of stabilizer on the desk, breaking your concentration. It shimmers in the screen light. It's a vicious, clear liquid crystalline within the glass. We will, of course, keep you up with your supply. We are more than able to dispense important medicines, even without the doctor. You hold it between your fingers, and for a tiny moment you have an urge to crush the object for the power it has over you. Ask Shihiro to make these a little cheaper for you. You're running the surgery now. Rabaya closes up the briefcase lab and holds it at her side. We have to retrieve our assets, of course, but I'm sure you understand. There is no reason for us to be enemy sleeper. Come see me. I keep my office nearby, and we have good work to do, you and I. Meet us there in a few cycles. Steps out silently into the corridor. You look around the apartment and feel the fear drain out of your body. You reveal the tiredness beneath. 4 days. I keep doing this. Upgrade. Keep 2 dice even when condition is breaking. I don't care. 20% discount, I guess, sure. Mind if I do? I guess we can just go climb for fun. What is this? Random shipment. I'll steal something. I'll freaking do it again. And then chill. I'm gonna go climb. I gotta go eat. We'll go eat before I do it again. It costs 80 now. And we could sell all that stuff, but I don't really care. I'm not hurting for money right now. Alright, we got tons of money backed up. The one day left, I guess we could just go do this. Where are you? I don't know. Let's just chill. I spend a 1 day anywhere else. How about with Miji? Or Miniji? Minji. Be at max HP, I guess. Or in energy. There we go. Get some money out of it. And we'll go to bed. We will inject today. Anything else is done. Shipyard's getting there. Tidal Horizon's getting there. What are you? That's a draw. I'm gonna go climb. Doesn't really matter. Use the 4. Get a 5. Use the 3. Alright, we'll use the 6. Son of a gun. Okay, we climbed. Sender car. Has import export. Under 50 cryo for a ship mind. I don't know. I'm worried about money right now. I'll go buy some food and get to work. What do you want to work at today? I could work down here. How about low end? Guess we will work up here. Fried hub. Or hold on. What's up with this thing down here again? Rotunda? Still dock plans? Sealed dock. Sure, I have like 5 of these. New event? As you slip inside the sealed dock, a pulsating light grabs your attention. Among the discarded tubing and rusted plates, a machine flickers with a warm glow. Approach the machine. As you get closer, you recognize the machine's blocky shape, settled into an alcove in the side of the dock, a kind of upright cabinet, covered in faded logos and messages. From which you assume is one of the industrial vendors, intended to dispense and manufacture ship fittings and other mechanical parts necessary for the regular running of a freight and resource extraction vessels. Manufacturer is listed as Neoved, as you remember an advert from long ago is squeezed among all the off-road recruitment drives that assaulted every planet-born citizen. Which trippingly sang with the name over and over, you wipe a layer of dust from their cracked screen, thinking of those contractors squeezed by their own corporate employers to pay you for every bit of minor maintenance on their rented ships. Enter your registration, Chirps a pre-recorded message catching you off guard and press some keys. You reach for the keypad and something begins whirling. At first it sounds like server motors starting up, but it quickly becomes a whisper, whining, and then a multi-tonal voice that emanates from Neovend. Entity the A has speak with me. Who's there? There's a squeal, almost like some strange mechanical swallowing of intake or breath. Before the machine speaks again, I have need of you, you have need of me. The squeal comes again, and you see that it's a 3D printing apparatus in the upper part of the machine we're setting into place. At each time the servos can be orchestrated to produce the whirling voice. You are in danger. Danger. The machine cracks. You are marked for the Legion entity. Hunters track you. The screech rattles throughout the empty dock. Remember the strange head? The figure, the thrill closing in. Hunter. The Hunter protocol and the taste, your signature. Sudden wine sets your teeth on edge. You have seen them. This is the glint of the emulated mind. You close your eyes, the skeleton of the station starts to thump. Emulated minds are adaptable, move where neurons can't. Mechanism resets, but emulation makes you target. How? Hunter searches for illegal entities. New event screens. You are sentient, therefore illegal. The servos judder the vending machine's casing as they reset. Hunter searches for me also. Hide in this machine. You look at the ruined vending machine, unusual hiding place for sure. Encounter Hunter, but need entity outside machine. The light flickers, needs you. A screen attached to the vending machine with a swiveling arm comes to life. It displays a flickering map of the station, ghostly threaded. The cloud points along the rim glow in deep red. Hunter is always gathering too much data. Must build nest. Explains Neovend. Masters are gone, but they continue to hunt. Bring this data. Raid its nest. Why can't you? Hunters will find me. Killer will come. The machine trembles with effort. I cannot leave machine. Connections must remain closed. Bring an offering. Save self. Neovend says pointedly. Mutual need means friends. They conclude, tired of the conversation. Whirling amplifies, then the sudden stops. Mechanisms within the machine clicks back into place. The glow fades, and you are left stood in the dark for a sealed dock. Whirling voice ringing in your ears. What do you want? Hunter data. I'm not sure we get Hunter data, so I'll be later. I'll throw a couple back, don't mind if I do. Glass shatters. On the steel bar beside you, and the taunts don't take long to follow. Hey, Haunt, Spacer calls across the glow room. What are you doing here? He laughs at his own lame joke, playing human. Shout back. Then back off your soul, scrambling for words. A hand falls on your shoulder. As you flinch away, it passes reassuringly. You freeze in place. Out, the voice comes from behind you. Spat out like a shot. You turn to see bright eyes, dark hair, stare that could breach the wall and vent all of you into a vacuum. Turn back to Spacer. The second glass comes sailing through the air. Catch. You reach up a hand, and the glass shatters across your forearm, shattering you in fragments. Through the haze of glass and gorilla vapor, you see Tala leap the bar and close the distance to the Spacer. But as he slams into the wall, it goes around the bar like thunder. Now flanked by the other figures, quick to their feet, Tala throws the Spacer out the door and stands silhouetted against the rotunda lights. You touch your arm and feels wet. Someone helps you to your feet and back onto your stool. Broken glass rattles as it's cleared, and a fresh measure of Goroil is glugged out in front of you. Same hand, warm heavy, falls on your shoulder once more. It's coming back. We don't tolerate that kind of crap here. Tala flips onto the stool beside you. Let's get a look at you. Tala wipes the powdered glass from around the wound, and someone places a bottle of alcohol in the metal tin with tweezers on the bar. She disinfects them and then turns to you. That was an ambitious catch. She smiles, pulling a sliver of glass from your forearm. Stupid but ambitious. You don't feel the pain, only the stinging and the status message your body delivers concerning terminal damage and exposed structures. You do feel the care, though. As Tala's bright eyes search your thick, synthetic skin for splinters. Watcher. Tala works with the skill of someone who has had to pick glass splinters from the skin of a stranger before, hones in on each bright shard, all the time tapping the tweezer tips in little rhythms that only she can follow. Talis smiles to herself. So you've been dying long? Just arrived. I thought so. I've only seen you here a couple of times. I've been here once as I got 3 drinks. Splinter clings in the tin. Not everyone's like that, idiot. We don't all hate you. Glances around. Some of us, the regulars, maybe they fear you. Maybe they're just cautious. I don't know, but I do know that the Overlook is a safe place. Know what it's like to be new in this place. Trust me. Meet your eye. I'm not trying to convince you of anything or separate you from your chits. I just want you to know that if you need somewhere, you can always come here. I know the rations we've got aren't much, but the company is Julian's Inn Limited. But if you need work, I'll happily put you behind the bar. And if you need shelter, well, we can discuss that. You'll be safe. I usually have Francis on the door, but he's up in the greenwood cycle haggling with our supplier. Francis tends to be particular about what we serve, even if the clientele isn't. Places her tweezers in the tin with a clink. Thank you, sleeper. Here, flies a glass royal to you. This'll help. She stops, her hand still in the glass. Wait, does this help? I mean, can you get drunk? Let's find out. She laughs. Just don't sit here too long. I hate to see you become a real regular. Walks back around the bar, gathering the glass as she does, and before long is telling how she threw the space chair out the new group, to a new group that just wandered in, complete with dramatic actions. Gestures in your direction, and you instinctively look away back to the worn surface of the bar. You can sit with the Goriel, the earthly fungal tones fill your senses, almost blocking on sight and sound, like diving headfirst into a bog. You may not be able to get drunk, but the connection to someone, something grown, something fermented, something old feels good. Nikita? Hey, you want to earn chit? Nikita stands beside a huge pile of tired together whole plates, stretches out her back, her shoulders bulging beneath her flight suit. Sure. Crosses docking concourse as she begins to split the plating into 2 bundles. What is it with this place? She asks as she lashes the massive plates together. Everyone wants their cut. Straightens up an imposing height, her armor plate creaking, and looks you up and down. Don't try anything, alright? Taps the butt of her sidearm. I don't want to have to put anyone else down today. Wouldn't think of it. Good, she pauses. Look, I'm not usually. Let's just say my temper has been a little short lately. Ankita hoists one bundle of plating under her shoulder. Come on then, enough chat. You gotta earn that shit. Struggle through your shoulder the plates, but you do eventually. Ankita gives you a look, ships this way as she sets off down a gantry to an impressive speed. As you catch up to her, she turns down a passage, pushing through a small crowd of stevedores. Stevedores. Why are you doing this yourself? You mean why am I hiring those good folk? She nods back at the stevedores. I paid heaven age enough. They're currently rinsing me for a mooring. I can't vacate unless I either fix the hamburgers or sell it off as scrap. That your ship? You catch on fast. She gives you another look another overlooks. Rapidly turns in the corner as you trail behind. She got cut up pretty bad on the last job and had to moor her up here for a spell. Since then it's only gotten worse. Someone got in and sliced the core from our ship mine, and now she's gone dark. I mean, I have a core. Shifts the panels on her shoulder. Upshot is that I'm sure it was ship mine. Ton of repairs to do, and the rest of the crew signed off the moment they got wind of it. I'd be started. So yeah, it's been a time. Anything I can do to help? I don't know. Got a ship mine tucked away in the frame mirrors for a moment. You aren't sure if she's serious. Continue. Ankita swings the plates from her back, almost knocking you over the process. This is me. She hauls the second bundle off her shoulder. You're the first person I've met here who might actually be considered helpful. She pauses, chewing her bottom lip. Look, you want to help? Come see me. I need a hand putting the amber back together, and you don't seem like the type to try anything stupid. Passes the bundles of plates through the hamburgers is outer lock, and then turns back. Just don't go spreading all this around. Ankita throws you a couple of chits. Consider it a bonus for not trying to grift me. Gives you a party nod and ducks through the doorway. Alright, get out of here, she calls back, and the lock slams shut. Do you want my stinking mind? No? So you do it once and it goes up over time. I don't know, if I use the 6, I don't know. Let's go use this thinking syringe and go to bed. Anything gonna be happening tomorrow? You still have 2 days. You're coming along. Nothing? Okay. Use a syringe. And then go to bed. I could probably just do it all in one day anyway, so I'd rather just do it right. Good rolls. How do you do? Okay, well, let me just do this, because it's a positive. Well, I can use a 5 on you. Alright, so you'll be finishing soon. We can probably do something else with this to die. You can go to work. Somewhere. Abaya. Up here there's no gravity, so even just moving around takes a while to get used to. Let alone navigating the base. Okay. Goodbye. Send your room. And then let's do the freight hub. I'll go to work. Your freight operator. And we'll go talk to Rabaya. As you approach to address Rabaya, give you a heavy hand, falls on your shoulder. What's your business here? The enforcer grips your shoulder, giving a hint of the strength her implants give her. As you turn, you see the same subsidiary eyes as Rabaya and Toshiro have, glinting like mirrors on her cheeks. Jayo, please, the sleeper is here by my invitation. Rabaya's command, their hand immediately loosens, and an apologetic look replaces the scowl on Gia's face. Of course, Rabaya, I'm sorry. Rabaya waves her away. Don't you worry, I appreciate your protective instincts. Miles of the enforcer, how about you head over to the tambour? They have delivery coming and they'll need some help with that lifting. Gia nods and walks away. Sleeper, you came and glad I'm here. I was curious. I did flick an offer. Sorry to hear that. Smile is a tight smile. You have to understand. Finding you there in Sabine Sud wasn't sure where we stood. There were more than a few people on the station who would rather I was dead. I had to be sure you weren't one of them. I wish you no harm. I'm glad. Rabaya begins walking and gestures for you to walk with her. She takes you down a staircase into the bustling walkways at the low end. What do you know about Yatagan? You're on the low end? Labs, it sounds impressive. We run out of the low end, yes, we don't run it. People with carts push past, moving crates of supplies around the thin and winding passages. Our reputation is one that implies threat. Is that fair to say? We are framed as aggressors, parasites, criminals. Gestures around at the people in the passageway, but when was the last time you saw a lawmaker in the eye? A policeman who makes the laws here? Patronage? Yes, we like to believe so, don't they? By claiming a lineage that extends back into Erland's Union, they assume that burden of authority, but they have no authority here or pass the bright market, where few work in their shipyard or pay for the docking berths. You have spent your time in the low end, maybe your opinion of us would be different. This is our place, our people, the low end was empty. In Erland's time, they don't need to house thousands, or keeping the yards and the rotunda safe was work enough. No, the low end was reclaimed later, when the refugees started arriving. Rabaya meets your eye. Collapse didn't just happen here on the station. When Solheim collapsed, the entire system felt it. Colonies were abandoned, the moons of Ember and Cinder suddenly gained independence overnight. Some took advantage, some tried to hold it together, some fled. The Eye became a refuge in Erland. To his credit, extended an open hand to everyone, but many within his organization disagreed, and those new arrivals weren't as simple to quarrel as they hoped. Rabaya leads you through a small market hall, busy with small stalls and traders. Erlin's union was made out of workers, administrators, people who were malleable and already organized into hierarchies and networks. The refugees came from different factions, and families were scared, injured, desperate. Conflict was inevitable. Yatagan is a child of the conflict, a child born out of the need for us to stand up and claim our future, to provide security, strength. People call us a gang, but we are a community. Take my position as lieutenant seriously, and from my birth I have worked to earn it. Rabaya catches her soul before she raises her voice any further, and you both walk in silence for a while among the smells and textures of Lowen. You start to wonder if this place could be home for you too. Where do I come into this? Rabaya smiles to herself and thinks for a moment before she responds. I believe that you understand the importance of a refuge, but I also believe that you wish to help us to keep this place safe. She exhales quietly. For this reason, I would like you to trust me. I do not know what Sabine told you about us, but I imagine it was not good. I will be honest with you, Sleeper. I was never comfortable with having Sabine as part of Yatagan. Ex-corporate employee, it goes against our nature, but the deal was so I struck with Yannick. I keep my distance, made sure Sabine had the surgery, kept it supplied, and that was all. But I cannot allow people to go back on the promises they have made to us. Yatagan has not lasted this long because of his charity. We offer and ask for support. Any betrayal will be treated as an attack. They were trapped desperate. Me and the IR, Sleeper, I am sorry, but we must ask for that our debts are paid in full. Sabine found something. Please, I don't want to hear their accusations. They only wanted to escape their debt. That would have said anything but where they are now, to stand beyond their claims. I will find them, as will we. You realize that Rabaya has led you into a loop, and together you both come back to the staircase to the walkway where you met. You're free to go, Sleeper. I have said what I wanted to say, what I wish to say. Looks out through the window of the walkway. I would protect this place with my life, and as it protected me, I want to make that clear. Turns back, however, if you too wish to come under his protection, I can help you return here if you wish, and there will be tasks for you to complete. You'll be able to see Yatagan, to see the Lowen with your own eyes, not as the others frame us. As for Sabine, she pauses to consider her words. I will not ask you to betray them, but if they contact you again, consider their motivations carefully. With that, Rabaya leaves, slipping back into her office while you stare out of the countless units. Each at home, each with a story that make up the Lowen. Drive. You want me to work as Rabaya? Okay, I can do that. What do you require? If engaged in intuition. Scrap components. You probably work for scrap and just sell the scrap. I guess. How much did you get for this? At 12 that time? Is it like random? I don't know how it really works. I think we all get 12. Okay, so we work for her for 12. Not much. Don't have any of those yet. That'll be done in 2 days. This is done. Before I do this, I will be right back.